Bernoulli's principle is one of the fundamental concepts in fluid mechanics. According to this principle, when a fluid is flowing through a horizontal pipe, the fluid's pressure is highest where its velocity is lowest, and conversely, the pressure is lowest where the velocity is highest. This idea can seem counterintuitive, as we might expect fluid to exert high pressure when flowing at high velocity and low pressure when flowing slowly. This confusion arises when the essence of Bernoulli's principle is not perfectly understood. To clarify, let's refer to Newton's second law of motion, from which Bernoulli's principle can be directly derived. Force equals mass times acceleration. Consider fluid flow through a nozzle. At the inlet, the pressure is P1 and the velocity is V1. At the outlet, the pressure is P2 and the velocity is V2. If the flow is steady, the velocity V2 must be greater than the velocity V1, as required by the conservation of mass. In other words, the fluid is accelerating in the direction of flow. Hence, we can rewrite Newton's second law this way. If we neglect friction, the only force which caused this horizontal acceleration is the horizontal pressure force, which is acting on the fluid at both the inlet and outlet. Therefore, the above equation can be written as in this equation. Suppose P1 and V1 are constant. So, if we increase P2, or pressure at the outlet, the pressure difference will decrease, leading to a smaller force, and hence lower acceleration and lower velocity V2 at the outlet. Similarly, if we decrease P2, the pressure difference will increase, resulting in a larger force, and therefore higher acceleration and higher velocity V2. And that's what Bernoulli's principle states. When a fluid enters a region of high pressure, its velocity decreases, and when it enters a region of low pressure, its velocity increases in a steady, frictionless flow parallel to the ground. To make this concept even clearer, suppose there is an imaginary solid plane parallel to the flow. If we apply force on the other side of this plane, which is strong enough to stop the fluid velocity at the outlet will be zero. As this force decreases, the fluid velocity will increase, and will be maximum if there is no force on the surface on the other side. Think of this force as the outlet pressure. At high pressure, the fluid velocity is low, and at low pressure, the velocity is high. This is Bernoulli's principle.